Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Expanding text 9, text 10, text 11 and text 12 of chapter 7, knowledge of the absolute of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Text 9, Punyo Gandha Pruthivyam Cha Tejashravasmi Vibhavasau Jivanam Sarvabhuteshu Tapashravasmi Tapasvishu. I am the original fragrance of the earth and I am the heat in fire. I am the life of all that lives and I am the penances of all ascetics. Punya means that which is not decomposed. Punya is original. Everything in the material world has a certain flavor or fragrance, as the flavor and fragrance in a flower, or in the earth, in water, in fire, in air, etc. The uncontaminated flavor, the original flavor which permeates everything, is Krishna. Similarly, everything has a particular original taste, and this taste can be changed by the mixture of chemicals. So everything original has some smell, some fragrance and some taste. Vibhavasau means fire. Without fire, we cannot run factories, we cannot cook, etc. And that fire is Krishna. The heat in the fire is Krishna. According to Vedic medicine, indigestion is due to a low temperature in the belly. So even for digestion, fire is needed. In Krishna's consciousness, we become aware that earth, water, fire, air and every active principle, all chemicals and all material elements are due to Krishna. The duration of man's life is also due to Krishna. Therefore, by the grace of Krishna, man can prolong his life or diminish it. So, Krishna's consciousness is active in every sphere. Text 10. Bijam Mama Sarvabhutanam Vidhi Partha Sanatanam Buddhir Buddhi Mata Masmi Tejas Teja Svinamham. O son of Prutha, know that I am the original seed of all existences, the intelligence of the intelligent and the prowess of all powerful men. Bijam means seed. Krishna is the seed of everything. There are various living entities, movable and inert. Birds, beasts, men and many other living creatures are moving living entities. Trees and plants, however, are inert. They cannot move but only stand. Every entity is contained within the scope of 84 lakh species of life. Some of them are moving and some of them are inert. In all cases, however, the seed of their life is Krishna. As stated in Vedic literature, Brahma or the Supreme Absolute Truth is that from which everything is emanating. Krishna is Parabrahma, the Supreme Spirit. Brahma is impersonal and Parabrahma is personal. Impersonal Brahma is situated in the personal aspect that is stated in Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, originally Krishna is the source of everything. He is the root. As the root of a tree maintains the whole tree, Krishna, being the original root of all things, maintains everything in this material manifestation. This is also confirmed in the Vedic literature, Katha Upanishad 2.2.13. Nityo Nityanam Setanash Setananam Iko Bahunam Yo Vidadhati Kaman. He is the prime eternal among all eternals. He is the supreme living entity of all living entities and he alone is maintaining all life. One cannot do anything without intelligence, and Krishna also says that he is the root of all intelligence. Unless a person is intelligent, he cannot understand the supreme personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. Text 11. Balam Balvatam Chaham Kamaraga Vivarjitam Dharma Viruddho Bhuteshu Kamo Asmi Bharatarashabha. I am the strength of the strong, devoid of passion and desire. I am sex life which is not contrary to religious principles, O Lord of the Bharatas, Arjuna. The strong man's strength should be applied to protect the weak, not for personal aggression. Similarly, sex life according to religious principles, dharma, should be for the propagation of children, not otherwise. The responsibility of parents is then to make their offsprings Krishna's conscious. Text 12. Ye chaiva satvika bhava rajasa stam sashrava ye mata eveti tana vidhi na tvaham teshu te mai. Know that all states of being, be they of goodness, passion or ignorance, are manifested by my energy. I am in one sense everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature, for they on the contrary are within me. All material activities in the world are being conducted under the three modes of material nature. Although these material modes of nature are emanations from the Supreme Lord Krishna, he is not subject to them. For instance, under the state laws one may be punished, but the king, the lawmaker, is not subject to that law. Similarly, all the modes of material nature, goodness, passion and ignorance, are emanations from the Supreme Lord Krishna, but Krishna is not subject to material nature. Therefore, he is nirguna, which means that these gunas or modes, although issuing from him, do not affect him. That is one of the special characteristics of Bhagavan, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna. Thank you.